Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII, the Zodiac Brave story on the MysteriousJG. And I'm one of the Zodiac Braves, so I think that means I'm evil. I got a little confused by the plot of Final Fantasy Tactics, truth be told. Anyway, let's get back to finding out what's happening to Van. We saw Van and his friends getting arrested. But then he kind of got caught up in his own flashbacks of his brother, Rex Dart, the Eskimo spy, leader of the Krogan. Pinello and what's-his-name, they kindly Banga, who likes to mash and is constantly trying to get Van's dumbass out of trouble with no gratitude from Van shown. Tried to help him, but I don't know that it went that well. Actually, I know it didn't, because I played just about this far, and then was like, oh crap, you know what? I played far enough to realize that when he wakes up, Ash, whatever her name was, won't be in our party. And therefore, I decided to back up and grind some more.
Prison, where else?
It's like a home away from home for me.
Or a dungeon, but it's really all the same.
Well, because in prison, probably not going to have hot chicks in costumes beating us up for money. Oh, yeah, maybe. Fran's here. Woo!
Relax, it's just a corpse. Jump at every little thing down here and you'll wear yourself out.
You can't freak out about every corpse you see. What are you, a baby?
It's not even a proper dungeon. They just sealed off the bottom level of the fortress.
It's not even like a sewer. That's what a real dungeon is in this game.
The first they've thrown down here.
Where's Fran?
She's off trying to find us a way out.
I'm just too lazy to help, and you're just waking up for some reason.
Remember what curiosity killed? Just a friendly word of advice.
What am I, a cat? I don't...
This is all the water we've got. I'd save your strength if I were you.
You just keep it in a bag? It didn't look like a canteen to me. It looked like a bag, like a burlap sack of water. So why Bartello is going out of his way to help Van is kind of beyond me, but he really does kind of like help Van out more than Van sort of deserves when you get right down to it. Anyways, the Albina dungeon's great, just great. Don't have a lot of LP to spend or anything like that. We can always talk to Balthier. Looks as though our belongings were carted off by the Imperial Zap. Perhaps they've brought things up to our room. How kind. No sense strutting about at a time like this. Save your strength and stay out of trouble. And imagine if I just stand here in this room for the rest of the game, it will not go anywhere. Number 691. New arrival. Welcome to the famed Albina Dungeons, boy. We're all equals here, stripped of everything by our kind friend the Empire. All we got is our bones, and those will be there soon enough. Har. We're all equals here, equal and not having names. Hey, you look like you play for the Besaid Aurochs there with those pants. Guy totally plays for the Aurochs, and he's next to one of those people that you can hire for any team. Oh, at least there's Gil down here in the dungeon. Oh, that's surly tart. What? Water. You just said all the water we had is in that bag. Is this bad water, you Dalmascan boy? I once fought at this fortress to save the king of Dalmasca. It's true. Seems an age ago now down here. I mean, this is the dungeons in the Dalmasca castle. Ah, fresh blood. If you want to make it out of this place in one piece, you'll do whatever Daguza tells you to. Got that? But you're not Daguza. You're number 1982. You have the face of one looking to start something. Start all you want, but I guarantee you won't much like the end. Oh, maybe I should be talking to some more of these people twice. Listen, boy, no matter how hard it gets, don't forget your pride in Dalmasca and your hatred of the Empire. That's all we got. Well, they're all we got. Why bother giving us this brackish swill? A man can't drink this. Yeah, but you're not a man. You're like a banga. I think you're a banga. I can't remember. I'm not sure what all the species are. The game doesn't really think you need to know. Ah, so overjoyed I was to see my lass once again. I went to give her a kiss and got a fresh slap in the face for my affections. I can't be blamed for mistaking that Vieira for my bonny lass. But a year since I saw a lady, should have known one tough enough to survive down here be cast of iron. Grr, blasted Vieira. Meredith Vieira? Oh, Fran he's talking about. I think her species is known as the Vieira. Although, you know what? We've got the bestiary. I looked up these guys because I was fighting so many of them, and apparently they have a very silly backstory where people used to make gargoyle statues to scare away spirits, but then the statues came to encompass the fear of people and that's just freaking silly. In my mind. Vex, a representative of the deadly Nightshade family, has been sighted. Thankfully, he is apparently a rogue, outcast from his kin, a stranger in a strange land, no longer possessed of those deadly powers that once wielded with impunity, and its loneliness is taken to attacking travelers and merchants, and so did Tomage, associated man, posted bill for this mark. Apparently, we'll fight that enemy type again later, and they'll be a lot more dangerous, because they'll have dark power. The ways of war, the ways of strength, the ways of wealth. I guess I should be reading some of this stuff, but I'm kind of curious if they're ever going to... Balthier, awarded for attacking over 300 times. Awarded for completing a 50 chain in battle. Awarded for felling over 500 foes. Yeah, but I was kind of hoping to get a little information on, like, you know... This game has a lot of backstory. It just doesn't bother to tell you any of it. Final Fantasy Tactics had a ton of backstory, and a lot of it was optional. You could read about stuff that if you wanted to, which I think that's not a bad approach for a game to take. Things you don't need to know in order to just play the game, but provide background color, make them optional text. My friend and me were just going to the cathedral to pay for Lady Ash and Lord Rastlor. Ooh, yeah, only this monkey was brave enough to prevent me from destroying your world. Ooh, yeah. When some Imperials arrested us. Said we were part of some royalist movement. Can you believe it? They had no proof at all. And my friend, he fell asleep next to you. What have I done? All I did was pray for Lady Ash's peaceful repose. Yeah, if I ever meet her, I'm sure to tell her that what you did. Wait, I mean, what am I talking about? Never mind. You obtained a knot of rust. Oh, sweet. Room's back. There's the corpse pile. That's where they'll throw me when I pass on. You too. I wonder why they say imprisoned for life when it's death we're waiting. Because you're imprisoned for the rest of your life. Oh well. Corpse pile. It's nice. Looks as though our belongings were carted off by Imperials. Press the thing up to our rooms. No kind. No, well, how kind, whatever. He doesn't appear to have multiple things to say. You're with us. You're here for a long, long time. You're lucky. You get to die slow. If they were going to kill you quick, you'd be down in the Obiet. Am I pronouncing that right? Obiet? Oh, you got thing on your head. It's like he's carrying around a what do you call those things you stick prisoners in? I don't think Lethal's watching this series, but his least favorite voice actor was stuck in one in Brave Spencer Musashi. The man you came here, Pillory, that's what it is. The man you came here with had a familiar look to him. Might be I saw him somewhere. Might be a wanted man. In fact, I think that's it. He were a bandit. No, a sky pirate he was. Seemed to remember a hefty sum on his head. Oh, okay. I guess if you say two things, then you don't get a second. If you say two different bits of dialogue when we first talk to you, then you don't get a second bit of dialogue. A knot of rust. How nice. Escape? There's plenty of folks down here waiting to do that. Never heard of them succeeding, though. I always heard Nalbania Fortress is impenetrable. Just never thought it worked both ways. You've heard about the lower level? It sounds like all manner of Valnasses looking down there. When it gets dark, they get to moving around. I'd stay out of there if I were you. When night comes, you hear the voices like demons weeping in the deep. Deeping in the weep. That sound. It's like something from the pits of hell, or worse. I'm scared. I'll admit it, I'm scared. What'd you do to get in here, boy? You don't look none too bright. Throw a stone at some Imperial or something? They don't need a reason. Them Imperials toss people in here like when they feel like it. Criminals, freethinkers, bad singers. Oh, so Justin Bieber. Is he a bad singer? I don't even know. Keep from dying is a full-time business in here, but if you ain't live, you'll never get out. Call what you will, we're an occupied state. What the Empire wants ain't shared prosperity or self-rule. It's a herd of nanas to milk. Nanas? Damn swine. What's he talking about spy hunting? What gives him the right? That Dugaza swine thinks his manure is made of gold. Well, we were told to be wary of Dugaza. This looks like an alternate corpse pile room. Look, take my advice and stay out of there. So we'll save our game. And end our turn. No, wait. Let's save on one of these slots just in case something goes horribly wrong with any of these recordings. I didn't actually check to make sure the recordings are coming out right. I usually do that early in the session. I got a new set of cables, so everything's been working pretty smooth, but... So we have to do whatever Dalgren says? Is that his name? The ancient machine of evil Lord Darkness Zagos? Fortress doesn't seem that unescapable. I mean, it seems like you can just kind of wander out. Well, there's just more open space prison. And the membrane. Hey, guys are kind of being jerks.
No, don't.
Well, that didn't stop them.
He was defenseless.
Kind of like you. Why didn't they get subtitles? Well, I guess being over level doesn't help you if it's a cinematic beatdown. Get beat down in a cinema scene, doesn't matter how many technique points you've got or license points you've spent. I feel like this will become controllable at some point, right? Surely. Don't call him Shirley. 3-on-1's not much fun. Baltair and... About to say, Baltair and Fran are going to show up.
This is no dungeon, it's a sty.
Well, what you think it is, it doesn't really matter. It objectively is a dungeon, so...
I said you're the one that stinks, Hamshanks. Hear me now?
Can you feel me near you? So Baltier is really sticking his neck out for no reason here. Van has done nothing but make trouble for
You all
him.
right, Van?
Von Kaiser. Just bring it. Alright, first thing to do, steal from everybody. Actually, I'll do Libra first. Because I really don't think I really don't feel like we're in danger, even though our healer is gone, so maybe I should be a little more careful. Daguza, Galito, and Gwitch. Can I actually see the enemies I'm fighting, please? Apparently not. The camera has just decided to place itself in such a way that I can't see what the hell's going on. Great. Well, I'm assuming Daguza's in the middle. Okay, so we stole from Galito. Now we can steal from Gwitch and Daguza. Oh, there's Gwitch. Hey, Gwitch, nice to see you. Okay, so we stole potions from everybody. Huzzah. All of them are weak against fire. That's handy. Let's get rid of Gwitch first, because he's the wimpiest. It's nice when they're weak against fire, because that's all I freaking gave. That's all I got for black magic, that and blind. And it looks like having a black mage here is really good because we have no weapons. Although Daguza was going down pretty easy anyway, it looked like. So, that wasn't too bad. No congratulations and then spinning around camera. Everyone's blown away that we were able to defeat those guys. Now Balthier runs this sty. Everyone give me all of your cigarettes. Okay, so everyone's afraid of the Imperials. I would think that they would just jump them. They allow their prisoners to roam freely. Ooh, our heroes had the good sense to hide out. You know no one's allowed in the fight pit, right?
Great. They just don't give up, do they?
Who's they? I'm looking for my brother.
Now is looking like a good time for us to leave.
You know you totally owe me, right, Van? Vaughn. Oh man, her feet are all weird. Like that's the weirdest part of her.
There's a way out. Only
you sense the mist.
You can explain what the mist is, and maybe somehow that's why no one else can find a way out.
Weapons.
What did you call me? Say that again.
What? You couldn't hear? I merely said that a lot of you are incompetent fools. If you've the Sky Pirate in your hands, where is he?
Aren't the
You'd have
Imperials
done
in
better,
charge?
Ganon. By your own words, it was the Imperial Army who caught this Sky Pirate of yours.
You jerk.
We've done your job for you. We don't require the assistance of filthy headhunters.
Only clean
We
headhunters
don't
need
fight
apply.
restore order here.
I have a name and you don't, so... What's that you say now?
Oh, he's got an
Maybe
accent.
I'll wet my blade on you before I kill Balthier.
W-H-E-T, what? Is that correct in this instance? Yeah, because it's like sharpen, but you wouldn't sharpen your blade on some. No, that.
A judge.
Judge?
Watch out. He might pin you against a wall, cover your mouth so you can't scream and
They're the elite
get
guard of
rapey.
House Solidor, which effectively makes them the commanders of the Imperial Army.
He's a judge. He might
If
put a
you ask
pubic
me,
hair
they're
on your
more
coke,
executioners than judges.
but nobody has
Not
to
a
be.
friendly lot, at any rate. What are they doing here?
Oh, they're a hanging judge, so you're not going to be able to make them into an elite liberal.
The Emperor is willing to overlook race for his more talented servants. However, those that do not show respect will receive none in kind.
Well, it's nice to know the evil empire is racist. I'm kind of glad of that.
Am I correct?
I'd hate for them to imply that the evil empire is like totally down with all these different types of guys, but is somehow evil, because that's something that a good empire would
We have
do.
them in solitary, Your Honor. We're ready to begin our interrogation.
This does not concern you, bounty hunter.
But I went,
He's in here somewhere. Find him.
I don't understand why the bounty hunters were getting to push around the Imperials before the judge showed up.
The fox.
Fox.
The magics binding the door to the oubliette are quite strong. Too strong even for my talents.
What talents are those exactly?
That's why we'll get them to open it for us.
How is going deeper into this
What's
place?
wrong? You don't trust her. Fiera's noses are sharp. If she says there's a way out,
Her
there's a way
noses?
out.
She has more than one nose? Maybe that's what was on her feet. Anyways, did we get enough license points to do anything with here? I think I was building up her physical, not magic. Yeah, she's kind of wound her way around her board in a circle here. But I was trying to get to this area here where all the magic and battle lores were at to boost her up. But it kind of seems like you were meant to come at them from the other direction, because the ones I'm unlocking first are more expensive. Well, no, that's not true. This one's the most expensive, and then they kind of decrease in this direction again. Whatever. Don't have enough LP for it to really be worth worrying about right now. So you can see different characters have different numbers of gambits. I really need to get some more for Balthier. But nobody can do anything all that useful right now. And the door is securely locked. Okay, we locked it behind ourselves, apparently. Can't just use the... Oh.
Look,
Ah, the prison repository of rested relics and raiments.
So our things are in here?
That's what I said.
With lots of unnecessary alliteration. So that happened immediately. We didn't exactly have to go searching for it. So, okay, there's a prison area that we can't even get to, with nothing that's required and or missable really. Then we had a boss fight, and then boom! Immediately we are escaping from prison. They really didn't try that hard. These guys running this prison. You found a turmeric ring and some gil. And a helmet. See if anybody can equip any of that. Oh, you know what? I bet you. Well, I can equip this now because I guess I just picked that up, right? Yeah, I think I just picked that up. But she could equip the Tormarorun ring because she has lots of accessory slots that she's used. Poison and sap. Haven't really come across a lot of enemies using that. One boss did poisonous. That's a thing that happened. At this rate, we'll just start saving over these stockade videos. I need to go back and actually make sure the first couple of videos of this session took, because now I've got myself spooked. But if they did, we just keep on going. As a matter of fact, that's not a bad thing for me to do now. So we'll call this a video just a little on the short side. Bobo, who may still be watching the series, he might give this a little bit. Maybe this cast of characters is not as annoying as Final Fantasy XIII's was, but he's complained before about how, well, if you need to go 30 minutes, then you never ever want to stop before 30 minutes. Then half the time you end up going 38 to 45 minutes, and it's So I'm going to call this one a video just a little on the early side. But when we come back, folks, there's going to be lots and lots of exciting action. So, booyah.